What is going on, everybody? Right now we are going to take a look at iOS 12, the official version on the iPhone 8 Plus, and the reason I'm doing this so late is because I just got my hands on the iPhone 8 Plus as well as the 6 Plus and the 7 Plus. I actually ordered a 6S Plus, but that still hasn't came in yet, so I think that guy scammed me, but I'm going to make sure I do that before I put that guy on blast. And I was going to wait and just kind of wait until the 12.0.1 version, but I know a lot of people have probably the iPhone 8 Plus and are kind of curious on, whether they should update the speeds, increases, and all that stuff. And I did upgrade from 11.4.1 on this device, and I will show you the MultiCore score at the end, but I will say, when I was playing with this phone on 11.4.1, it didn't seem that slow at all, but I'm sure you guys are already familiar with it. And with iOS 12, I'm sure you guys know a lot about it too. So I'm not going to go too much in detail about it. I'm going to go even less. I'm just going to hover over some main features that it brought. But as a whole, I'm sure you guys already know at this point. It's already been out for like 4 or 5 days. But according to some of the features, it brought group FaceTime, which is super cool. You can FaceTime with up to 32 people. I think it might be 36 now, but from now I think it's 32 people, and that is so many people. Whether it's 32 or 36, that's still so many people. Like, I don't even have that many friends. I don't even know 32 people off the top of my head. So I'm not going to be utilizing this feature too much, but that's actually very, very cool that Apple added that. And I literally, that's such an awesome feature. And I know there were third-party apps that wanted to do that same thing, and they did House Party and stuff, but Apple finally put it in, and that's a huge step in them actually kind of going for what the consumer wants. Wink, wink. Another cool thing they did was add screen time, which is super cool, and this kind of allows you to monitor what specific app categories you're using the most on your phone, and whether you're using your phone too much or too little. And this is kind of the same thing we had in the battery stats, but Apple also updated the battery stats a little bit too. And I think what Apple did with the screen time is super, super awesome, and it's going to limit a lot of people, you overusing their phone and everything like that. We all as a whole kind of have a huge phone problem, so it's kind of cool to see how we use our phones and whether we use it for too much social networking or too much wasting time and gaming and all that stuff. So this it doesn't necessarily stop you from doing those things unless you set it to do it, but it can help you monitor those kind of things. And it can also do weekly reports and stuff and send you notifications. And speaking about notifications, another cool feature was group notifications, which is super cool. So it basically breaks down every app you have, and just if you get 30 Snapchat notifications, it'll just send you one Snapchat notification. It's not going to send you 30 of them, and you can click on it to expand it to different ones. And I think that's super cool. And they brought it in iOS 7, I believe, or iOS 9, but then they took it back out, but then they added it back in. So I'm glad it's here, and hopefully it stays. Another thing they added, which is super cool, is Siri Shortcuts, and I see a lot of potential with it. I think there's so much stuff you can do with it. If you want a full-on guide and everything you can do, I would recommend going to reddit.com/r/Siri Shortcuts. That's the subreddit for these Siri Shortcuts. There's a couple other ones too, but I'd probably recommend that one. And that basically shows you exactly what you can do with it. There's so many things. You can automate a lot of things, and you can use it to basically do everything. I'd recommend going on there, but it's a very nice feature. Now, in terms of the MultiCore scores, on iOS 11.4.1, I had a MultiCore score of 196,542, which is a very good score. It's very respectable. It's not low at all. But when I reran it to iOS 12, it actually went up to 245,260. So that is a humongous jump. I will probably say that a lot of that has to do with maybe because I reset the phone. But even at that point, I don't think it's that amazing because I didn't reset it. I just upgraded iOS 11 to iOS 12, so I didn't factory reset at the time. It was factory reset on iOS 11.4.1, but on iOS 12 it wasn't. So kind of weird. There's really no way to 100% explain how that big of a jump came, but the same jump came on my 7 Plus too. So I think it's really cool. As a whole, I really do think iOS 12 is a better update, and if you're on iOS 11 or anything like that, I would recommend you guys to update, unless there's a specific reason you want to stay on iOS 11. If your apps aren't supported for iOS 12, or if you're jailbreaking or something like that, then you can go stay. But other than that, I recommend you guys to go and update. And that is pretty much it. I will do more thorough tests on my second channel. I'll do speed comparisons, battery comparisons, all that stuff on this phone and all my other iPhones as well. So keep it locked down on this channel and the second channel, which is the low-fi Alpaca, linked in the description. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My second channel, like I said, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that stuff is down there. I would really, really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.